All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, nobody's in here this fast, but generally speaking, this is just for the people who are viewing the VOD later on. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Fontaman, and today we're playing Umamasume, which, fuck is this? Aside from Horse Girls, obviously. I understood that, but why are people so enthralled about this? We're about to find out after I've fiddled with everything in the background. Now, listen to this crowd loop here as I actually set up all the links. Right? Hello, stranger. Hello, egg roll. There it is. Okay, that was delayed. I saw it before it came up, but hello, egg roll.
Will there be channel points betting?
Probably not, though we could probably do that. Maybe I have no idea how the gameplay of this works, but I remember one very important thing, ladies and gentlemen. Don't loot the horse girls or the axe will come and break your legs. I may joke, about, all the horse art that's probably going to come out of this. It already has come out of this, but don't loot the horse girls or the axe will come and break your legs. Alright, that should be everything, but Hans. Yes, it's now time, finally, for Hans. Girl. Girl with a U? How do we absolutely obliterate this statement in the funniest way possible? But, okay, right, so, welcome to Umamasume Pretty Derby, ladies and gentlemen, in which we train horse girls to run. And that's it, apparently. I do not have any idea how this game works because it's been locked in regional hell for the Japanese, and only the Japanese, for about 1 billion goddamn years at this point. Right, so, let me drop the stop card here. We should be good. It doesn't like game capture, but that's fine. We can get around that. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, there is an intro cutscene here, or a slight intro cutscene with a narration that explains to us Umamasume. They're girls, but they're also horses. And since time immemorial, they run. That's it. No one really knows why. We just let them do that. They're just single-minded. All they do is they just run. It's like imagine a subspecies of human being that the only thing they want to do is drive NASCAR. They just want to make left turns at high speed. Welcome to Umamasume. Yeah, apparently also horses in this universe do not exist, and so everything done with horses has in fact been a horse girl in this universe. It's kind of like Gup. Like Girls in Panzer, where they have the, no one really knows why they do the gigantic aircraft carrier school ships. They've just been doing it since ancient times for some bizarre ass reason. Opening a horse farm? Yes. Okay, so, yeah, we'll see if we can do horse gambling. That'd be funny, but the only way I know how to do that is on Twitch. So I guess we have a reason to be on Twitch today if we're actually doing that. So, I don't know how this game works other than you train horses You train horse girls and you watch them race, which there might be betting, but I have no idea how this works. So, all right, let's begin here with one day at the Tokyo race course. Yes, it's once again time for me to assume the role of sensei, or main character. Mm-hmm.
では改めましてご案内を担当いたしますプレセン学園理事長秘書の早川和奈です
Aha. Tazuna. Okay. An overly intrusive anti-cheat on this? I don't know, but it doesn't like game capture, and that's capturing the window directly. What we're doing is we're using the capture card to view it. So there might be something going on here. Also, another thing. So I maximize the window. There's no way to minimize the window or reduce the size of the window once you maximize it. So, oversight! Amazing! It's very nice that we have PC clients now for a lot of these gacha games, including this one, which is just PC on release. But it seems like a lot of developers really don't know everything there is to maybe put into their PC release version. But thank you, Limbus Company, for, I guess, proving that, hey, you can do this out of the gate and it works. Nikkei as well, obviously. That's the other major one that did, you know, a PC client out of the gate. And I suppose this finally knocked the gacha developers on the head and you know, made them realize, oh, that's a if we put it on Steam, ooh, money. However, we're not going to be spending any money today. And if I have it my way, we're only going to be spinning the gacha once. Because, quite honestly, I'm probably not going to keep with this game because look at me, I still haven't finished the Don Quixote chapter in Limbus Company. I'm historically terrible with keeping up in gacha games. However, we're going to try this just to see what it is, just to do something interesting today. And, of course, it's not fucking special if you gamble for every single horse girl. It's fate, remember? You put one ticket into the machine and you see what you get. It's true love that way, goddammit! Or at least I like to think so. Anyway. Okay. Is breeding centaur? No breeding, but yes, again, as multiple people have said, don't loot the horse girls or the axe will break your legs. This post says, not FBI director and Navy flag officer to go incognito as a horse trainer for people who definitely aren't the mob. Yes, I'll use the same credentials I used to duck under the border and play Cancali. Haven't played that shit in years, but, you know, the same borders, you know, the same forced passports. But now it's global now, so I don't actually have to cheat like that. And yes, Blue Archive at some point, however, their release got delayed for some reason. Apparently it's a problem in the review process, which anyone's guess what the fuck the problem could be. However, also, looking at this game coming out today, which is also the same day that Blue Archive Steam was supposed to come out, I think that might be a lie. Anyway, thank you for hiring me. Whoa.
世界中の人々が愛してやまないウマ娘たちが競い合うレース。
That means that at one point, knights rode around on horse girls. I don't really understand how that works, and I think, quite honestly, we just had nobles in full armor going to battle with, you know, very tall horsewomen beating the shit out of people. I don't quite know how that works, and they don't explain it, obviously. So, how does horse cavalry in the military work in this universe? It's one of those things where, shut up and don't think about it, is the answer from the creators. Don't think about it too hard. Yeah, but how does this work if horses don't exist? Shut up! Is how this works. So it's quite silly and stupid, but it's really just a don't think too hard sort of situation.
あなたの担当ウマ娘と共に目指す夢の舞台。レース開幕のファンファーレですよ。
Well, they make left turns, lady. I'm trying to actually make a living as an entertainer here. I'm sure one of these streams will be fulfilled immediately on stream, over and over again, and in everlasting glory. The other one, though, we might have to work a little bit more here, but hey, maybe that horse girl, tomboy will show up randomly in stream. Who knows? Anyway. Okay. Okay, there's a horse girl named Vodka. I know which one Martin's betting on, but okay. So, I have no idea who any of these characters are, so just get out there. We're judging basically by art style now. Okay, so this is well animated, obviously, but so how does this game actually work aside from they run and there's RNG rolls behind the curtain? Because that's the only way this would work. It looks very nice. However, we're just watching women run. A fine spectator sport for men of all ages and all nationalities, obviously. And lots of women, strangely. There are a lot of VTubers who are absolutely fucking obsessed with this. Which is why I felt like I had to come in here going, what are they talking about? I think we're in for a lot of really fast Japanese talking. Also, yes, there is one with a bomber jacket there. Huh. She looks cute. So horse racing and a lot of fast talking, yes. Okay. Okay, I mean, okay, as a spectacle, that is nice to watch. However, ladies and gentlemen, I play video games, and we all understand how the horse racing, element of, captured in any video game is. What we're watching is a very elaborate show where the system makes kind of, somewhat random RNG rolls behind the screen based on predetermined stats. And, based on what the computer decides, your horses move back and forth, or increase and decrease speed. So that's how that works behind literally everything. It's very simple. However, in terms of theatrical presentation, wonderful, actually. Yeah, so presentation-wise, it's incredibly simple gameplay. The only thing I can see is that the only way we can affect this is just increase stat. That's it. It's still going to be rudimentarily RNG at the end of the day if we win, but I'm sure that at some point the stats will be so fucking high we can't actually RNG anything and we just win. So, this is what I'm seeing out of the gate, like trying to dissect exactly how this game works. It's very simple, but I can see that primarily it's the spectacle that is the thing here, and it's very nice. It looks like a very simple game, however, spectacle.
さあレースが終わりましたら次はウイニングライブの時間です
Concert? Oh dear God. And they're also Japanese idols too. Because of course! They're also, yeah, so you know what's going on here, which is also good because this is on PC now, and we don't have to worry about technical issues because running this on an emulator that couldn't quite digest this would be a significant, drag on the experience of playing the game, because obviously we're running at quite a high frame rate and very stably, and this is enhancing the enjoyment of the spectacle, which is apparently 75% of this game now that I can see. Anyway, on with the song and dance routine!
応援してきたファンが喜びを分かち合う場所ウイニングライブ
Okay, but what does this do for gameplay other than giving the animators an excuse to just, animate, funny concert scenes?
一着の座を手にした子だけが立てるセンターはみんなが目指す目標です
Okay, so instead of a winner's podium, they have a fucking Japanese idol concert. And the winner gets all of the limelight time. Okay. I'm not. How does that work in history, though? How does this work in? If this is tradition, how does this work in the? Never mind. Don't think about it.
特別なレースに勝利したり偉大な功績を残したりしなければ歌えない曲だってありますから
Okay, this is getting rather elaborate. This is getting really rather elaborate with how this is like all putting this. They can only sing the song of victory if they actually win. Teitaku Sensei manager. Again, this is one of those things where it doesn't really work all that well if you think too hard about it, but this is one of those things where shut up and look at the cute girls. And enjoy the, the niceties of the image in front of you. I understand how this is working. You're not supposed to. It's very funny if you think too hard about this. However, don't.
見ている私たちの考えもひとしおです
They're a famous quote I keep hearing in FLBBQ. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't ask too many questions.
それにライブを見てそのウマ娘のファンになる方も多くいます
Ah, yes! If we have a concert after we win a race, that means we increase our Twitter following. Oh my god. Okay. Well, no wonder that. Well, guys, no wonder so many VTubers are into this. This is just their life now. It really is just their life. I mean, most of them don't do the song and dance routine, but a lot of them do. But yeah, running around on a track, i.e. streaming for the entertainment of others, or rather suffering for the entertainment of others. And then, maybe doing a really, off-kilter karaoke stream once in a while. Millions of followers! Yep,
ウマ娘たちにとってウイニングライブは欠かすことのできない要素ということですね
Again, this is rather silly how this is put together, but okay. Okay. They run, they make left turns, and then they sing.
では早速今度はステージで輝くウマ娘たちを見に行きましょう
Yes, because spectacle is really the only thing in this. This is rather elaborate and silly, but it's one of those things where just shut up and enjoy the niceties of it, really, at the end of the day. Though it's probably really funny to actually, well, there was an anime, but this has all been kept, very sequestered in, the Japanese region. So I wonder what's going to happen now that this is out in the global and people take a serious hard look at the setting and go, what the hell? Like, how we try and rationalize this? Multiple animes. There were multiple animes? I only saw the one. But generally speaking, kind of niche. mainly, you know, like a lot of the supporting stuff wasn't really released outside of Japan. So now that this is here, I wonder, I really do wonder what people are going to do with the setting. I mean, the horse owners got mad about this. I remember this. Remember, don't loot the horse girls. The yaks will break your legs.
響けファンファーレ届けゴールまで輝く未来を君と見たいから
This is where all the gambling money goes.
駆け出したらきっと始まるストーリーいつでも近くにあるから手を伸ばせばもっと掴めるグローリー一を目指してチャレンジ加速してゆこう勝利の女神も夢中にさせるよスペシャルな明日へつながる
Let's not talk about Nikkei here.
響けファンファーレ届けゴールまで輝く未来を君と見たいから駆け抜けてゆこう君だけの道をもっと早く I be 夢の先まで響けファンファーレ届けゴールまで輝く未来を君と見たいから駆け抜けてゆこう
Wow, no, Caster, I never would have guessed this would have been inspired by Idolmaster and may have actually had, you know, key staff from Idolmaster games here. I never would have guessed. What gave it away?
最高だけ目指してゆこう I be 夢の先まで
Again, spectacle. A spectacle in spades in terms of like quality here that we have here. I'm not the kind of person that's typically obsessive about the whole Japanese idol thing. So I look at this going like, this is nice. However, this is not really what I'm here for. But then again, I suppose it's not. I'm not the target audience then. Right. So again, spectacle in spades here. You put Japanese idols and concerts into a horse racing bit. I feel like we're just kind of, this is like a chocolate and peanut butter sort of like situation here. I mean, granted, it's made a ton of money, so you can't really fault them. But yeah, no, this is just really odd. The harder you stare at it, it's not bad, but it is like, holy shit, you just put all of the Japanese idol isms into one bin and you're just going with it. But yeah, so it's Idolmaster. But then again, we kind of knew it was Idolmaster because of how we were training girls. But, well, we're not just training them to race around the track. They have to also do song and dance routines, which is where I come in, obviously, as the showman. Yes. So, which way is this a train a-going here?
改めましてようこそトレーナーさんここが日本ウマ娘トレーニングセンター学園
Okay, this implies the existence of other Umamasume training centers.
レースの世界を夢見る子たちが集う日本最高峰のウマ娘養成機関です
Yeah, that whole joke about how it's just, you know, a subspecies of human beings that you know, just want to drive NASCAR. I'm pretty sure it's probably what the American one is.
歓迎
Okay.
もう秋川理事長 びっくりしたじゃないですか。それい、将来有望なトレーナーの登場につい気が流行ってしまった。改めて私はこの学園の理事長秋川だ。よろしく頼むぞ、新人トレーナーくん。
She's lucky she's Japanese because I'm imagining like in English just the biggest, nearly incomprehensible Southern drawl on this girl.
まずはぜひ君のことを教えてほしい。
My past? Okay. Okay.
歓迎。トレーナー、君はこれよりトレセン学園の一員だ。
Well, that was easy. All I had to do was walk in, watch a race, watch a concert, and then walk into an office, state my name and gender. Okay.
はい、担当ウマ娘と共に彼女たちの夢を叶えるため、ぜひその手腕を振るってくれ。
Necromancer that could not get into human markets, so I went into the horse markets. Well, Stranger, what do I do there? Do I just treat the glue factories as biomass production and reconstitute horse girls out of that? I mean, I could do a lot of things with that, I suppose, but that'd be like rendering humans out of corpse starch in 40K.
学園のウマ娘たちが志しているのは、レースを走る子たちにとって最高の舞台、トゥインクルシリーズでの活躍です。
Huh? Yes, Tomcat, I'm sure anime girl Dale Earnhardt has an 8-pack. It's like Char Aznable. You ever heard of him? He had an 8-pack.
君はトレーナーとして担当ウマ娘を教え、導き、支えてやってほしい。以上、その胸のトレーナーバッジに恥じない働きを期待しているぞ。では早速実践研修に参りましょう、トレーナーさん。
Okay, so
まずは二人三脚で歩むことになる担当ウマ娘に会いに行きましょう。
okay. So again, lots of animation, lots of flair. You know, it's all three-dimensional here as well. So this is, again, this is entirely for spectacle. It seems like they took incredibly simple game concept and just layered on as much spectacle on top of it as you could possibly get to sell it, which mobile game recipe for success, obviously. You can't really handle too much number crunching, but you can make it look nice, and this seems to be the other end of the spectrum here.
担当するウマ娘のことを育成ウマ娘と呼びます。
Okay.
育成ウマ娘を入手していないとウマ娘を育成することができないので注意してくださいね。
Uh-huh. So this is where we roll the gacha, right?
このガチャでは育成ウマ娘と出会うことができますよ。
Yep, that's where we roll the gacha. Yep, yeah. The slot machines are this way. Yep, we know what other game we're playing here.
ではプリティダービーガチャを引いてみましょう。
Okay, it's the free one. But depending on how many things we get after, you know, the game lets us off the training rails, we will see exactly what we get out of our first actual roll. This is obviously the free roll, so we can't really... A lot of games restrict what you can get out of this. You can't really be sure that you're getting the real, like, entire roster of luck out of the slot machine. So, we will roll this and roll once more. Because it's not fucking special if you don't do that. Uh-huh. Our fix for this... right, it's not real gambling. It ain't real. Very cute. Forehead. Yes, bob cut. Good. Well. Well, we got Martins. That's Martins. Here you go, Martin. Genki. Very cute. That one. Yes, the comedy relief character. She also, I think, has the most art.
素敵なウマ娘と出会いましたね。それでは早速行くぜ。
Remember, the dice are loaded, though, so we don't actually know who we're getting out of this one. I was watching a streamer, and I think you could re-roll after tutorial with a free roll. That's nice of the game, obviously, but no. It's not fucking special if you don't leave it up to fate.
サポートカードガチャについても説明しますね。ガチャを切り替えてみましょう。こちらのサポートカードガチャからはサポートカードを入手できます。サポートカードとは担当ウマ娘の育成を手助けしてくれるカードのことです。サポートカードを編成することでトレセン学園にいる仲間たちが担当ウマ娘の成長を手助けしてくれますよ。
Otherwise known as giving them friends. I help them make friends.
さあ、サポートカードガチャを引いてみましょう。
I don't know what any of these mean, but you know, it's nice to see the other cute girls in the video game. Very colorful headband. Jesus Christ. Well, there's Martin's second pick there. Quality tomboy. Aha. Tomboy in the other direction. However, I do have a soft spot for bob cuts and dark hair.
育成ウマ娘とサポートカードが揃いましたね。
Vodka and bourbon, I see. Martin's team is forming. Yep, Martin's got at least 2 horses. Damn! It's growing at an alarming rate, but what about me?
ではいよいよあなたと担当ウマ娘の日々をスタートさせに行きましょう。ここはトレセン学園のエントランス、ホームと呼ばれている場所です。ホームからトレセン学園にあるさまざまなところへアクセスできますよ。担当ウマ娘を育成するにはこちらから始めることができます。
I see. And also, since, obviously this was a portrait game, which is really not optimal for mobile games, but it works on a phone. You know, it's terrible for emulation. They've at least, you know, put all of this shit over here as well. So, it seems as though they put some thought into this, but remember, there's no way to minimize the game once you've maximized it, so... I'm pretty sure there's probably no exit button either, because even Limbus Company doesn't understand that one. I put, you know, pressing escape and closing the app, because why would you want to do that on the phone? Just, like, hit the home button, nerd. Why would you ever want to shut off the game?
まずはウマ娘育成の下準備です。プレイするシナリオを選びましょう。
Okay. Every day is a busy day at Trison Academy. Select a career scenario to tackle the problems happening around the school. Finishing a playthrough will help your trainees grow. Okay, this music is well produced, but but guys, I'm having Galgun flashbacks listening to this. I know it's well produced in other ways, but listening to this right now, I'm like, oh dear God. Oh no. I'm going back. I'm going back. But you've seen one high school anime, you've seen them all, really, at the end of the day.
次に担当するウマ娘を選びましょう。今回は研修中なので、先ほどお迎えした育成ウマ娘を選んでみてください。
Yes, just follow the tutorial, nerd. Okay. Work together with your Umamasume for 3 years in the Twinkle series and make their dreams come true. 3 years? Good lord, what a commitment. Every Umamasume has different goals. Guide your trainees and be their ideal trainer. Be the ideal trainer they need to achieve their dreams. What am I? We're doing master and maid things here too? Really? Jesus. Start your favorite Umamasume career. Each Umamasume is unique. They all have different attributes, skills, and aptitudes. You can train them as many times as you like. So, how about you start by selecting one you're most interested in? Okay, I feel like this is gonna be a big thing with this, where the gacha doesn't actually want to stick you with a horse. Like, they want you to just, hey, this waifu looks cute, you can have her, so I feel like it's very light on the gacha, which is good for some people here. However, we're leaving it to fate. Also, we can't really do anything until we get out of the fucking tutorial.
さらに育成の準備を進めていきます。一度三女神様の像の前に行きましょう。
Three goddess statue?
トレーナーさん、三女神様の像についてはご存知ですか？
No!
三女神様、ウマ娘たちの始祖という言い伝えも残っていますね。
Oh dear lord. Okay, deep lore.
ウマ娘たちを常に見守り、導いてくださる神々だとも言われています。
They have gods. They have a religion.
伝統的にトレセン学園の生徒たちはこの女神像の前で思いを託すそうです。
Wait. Zeus and the three horse. Wait, so that wait, well, guys, wouldn't this make the Umamasume technically titans? Huh.
Like my ma always said, there's no CAHK like horse girl CAHK.
Jesus fucking Christ, Martin. Thank you for the $5, but Jesus fucking Christ, Martin. We've already got 2 horses for you, but Jesus fuck Christ. はあ。
夢のために走り抜けた奇跡。その中で描いた思いを像に託し、これから走り始める子たちは像の前でその思いを受け取り、時に力に変えます。
Okay, now that's legit a religion. Jesus fucking Christ, Martin. No, it refuses to read it! Good lord! Martin, if you keep that up, the X are gonna come and break your legs! Thank you for subscribing, though. And no, Mick, on YouTube, I am not becoming a horse girl. I'm training the horse girls today for some reason. I'm undercover for some unknown reason here.
ウマ娘たちの間で連綿と紡がれる思いの継承。神秘的ですよね。
Okay, this is the part where we're trying to feel like deep and mystical about this, but this is getting even more silly the moment if we try to take in the entire picture of what the fuck's going on here. Like, man, this setting.
育成ウマ娘へ思いを託してくれるウマ娘のことを継承ウマ娘と言います。
Uh-huh.
育成 成を完了して殿堂入りウマ娘として登録されることで継承ウマ娘として選ぶことができるようになります。
Aha.
継承ウマ娘を選んでみましょう。継承ウマ娘の持つ思い、因子によって基礎能力アップやスキルヒント獲得などさまざまな恩恵が受けられます。
Okay, so I get it. Right, so they want you to play all the Horse Girl stories to then cobble together all of the stat buffs into your waifu. That's the game.
継承元として選んでもウマ娘がいなくなることはありませんから安心してくださいね。
Ah, yes, the tomboy.
2人目の継承ウマ娘を選びましょう。
This is the game's equivalent to breeding horses IRL. Damn it, Dancing Fool, it was disguised enough that I didn't quite jump to that one, but I guess I'm being pure of heart today, and I'm not thinking of these things. No brain, only nice horse girl anime, but nope! Here we go! The degenerates in my audience, running to corrupt my mind! Yep! Oh well, it's my own fault. You're all my people, though, so I can't really blame you, but... Yep! Okay, we're all deranged.
慣れるまでは便利なおまかせ編成も活用してみてくださいね。
Isn't it canon that horse girls are made from horses and girls? How does that work? Actually, you know what? Shut up. Don't answer that. More familiar with the process, please try using the auto select feature. Oh, okay.
なお、継承には育成ウマ娘と継承ウマ娘2人の関係性から決まる相性があります。相性が良いとちょっとだけいいことが起こりやすいと言われていますよ。
Phrasing!
組み合わせの参考程度に覚えておくと良いかもしれません。
Make inspiring connections. Okay. Behold thine emperor's divine might. Wait a minute. No, wait. Yeah, okay, so these are just kind of like, you know, normal stat buffs, and all of a sudden there's, you know, Imperial Japanese saber rattling. No, wait a minute. No, hold on. Does the Emperor condone this? Wait a minute. Inspire your trainees with the legacies of veteran runners. Sparks of inspiration can raise attributes and aptitudes at the start of a career, as well as during it through inspiration events. Veterans can pass on their legacies as many times as you like. Yeah, the lewd connotations aren't going away, goddammit. The well's already pissed in. Yeah,
担当ウマ娘の育成を手助けしてくれるサポートカードの編成を行いましょう。編成したサポートカードのキャラクターが育成中に登場したりスキルが獲得できたりカードごとに様々な効果があります。
God damn it, the motivator! Okay. Yes, they just hold hands and frolic in the fields until, they randomly stumble upon a small horse. Yeah, it's where,
なお、育成対象と同じウマ娘のサポートカードは編成できないのでご注意くださいね。
I see. You can't have someone support themselves. That's masturbation. What? Okay, choose support cards. You will receive support card effects from the characters you select, and career events corresponding to the cards are more likely to occur. Please note that you cannot select the character you're training as a support card. Support cards have types, preferred trainings. The effects gained when training together vary from card to card. If you raise the friendship gauge of support cards during a career, then friendship training will occur and you perform their preferred training. Friendship training will improve your trainee more than usual. Okay. Okay, so TP is obviously, action points or, energy. Okay. This is Trison Academy, where we are... Are we gonna do this every fucking time we start this? Because this is a gacha game. There's gonna be a lot of grinding here, but every time. Here, promising young Umamasume gather to train as racers, their hearts filled with dreams of glory found in the Twinkle series. Together with their schoolmates, they spend their days training both body and mind. And yet, not all are content with the current state of the academy. Guys, okay, how many animes are we gonna have here? We've got a horse girl anime where they run around in circles. We've got Idol Master, and then we got a high school anime. What else are we putting into this high school anime? How many fucking memes are we putting in here? Huh? Huh?
どうされたのですか、理事長。タズナ、私はウマ娘を心より愛するトレセン学園の理事長として有料おのおのが輝く個性を発揮しきれぬこの現状を非常に憂えている。
Yeah, we see, we have to hire one of them main character types to straighten out the girls, see.
そこで提案、私は新レースの開催を企画する。
Uh-huh.
新レースですか？肯定。みんなが志すトゥインクルシリーズ、その先にすべての距離、すべてのコースを用意した新たな大レースを作るのだ。
Uh-huh.
その名も URA ファイナルズ。URA ファイナルズ。さあタズナ、忙しくなるぞ。早速この大ニュースを伝える記者会見の準備だ。
If we're doing an event, what's the event? All the events at once! Excellent choice there, director. Okay?
理事長、承知しました。手配します。
And thus begins the story of a new racing event, the URA Final. Created to help all Umamasume shine, this race shall be the stage upon which you and your trainees' story unfolds. Okay, but we're still in the tutorial though, so it's kind of unfortunate, but okay, fine.
新設 URA ファイナルズ。
We're all gonna die. Well, no, we're not. We're not the ones running. We just get up in the morning and watch the girls run around in circles. We'll be fine, anyway. Countless Umamasume have come to the Three Goddess statue to carry on the dreams of legends past, or to entrust their own to those yet to come. Today, those legacies spark inspiration in yet another new runner. Let me guess, it's this one? Daiwa Scarlet? Huh! Okay, so 2 girls fuck and 1 other girl benefits from it? What? Okay, that's hell of a way to run a railroad, but okay. That wasn't suggestive at all. Yeah, right, really? Speed went up by 5. Stamina went up by 5. Power went up by 10. Guts went up by 5. I have no idea what these stats mean or correspond to. Wit went up by 5. Dirt aptitude went up. Huh. Sprint aptitude went up. Long aptitude went up. I have no idea what these stats mean. However, obviously dirt, probably depending on the track, you know what the type of track they're better at it or worse. Okay. Sprinting, obviously, for like shorter races that are actually sprinted, long for obviously like actual like longer like laps and whatnot. But okay. So that's why the room had a bed and a single chair. Ah, yes, not the cuck chair, it's the stat increasing chair. Really, And remember, it's inspiration. So this is what happens when you watch 2 other girls fuck without you. You become inspired! Or something like that! Again, don't look too hard in it. Don't look too hard. Okay, today I start training with Daiwa in earnest, okay? Our journey to make her number 1 the number 1 Umamasume begins here. Okay.
ウマ娘にはそれぞれ異なった目標があります。今回はこの目標を達成しましょう。こちらは育成を進めていく上でのコマンドです。コマンドを1つ実行するとターンを消費します。
Okay.
まずはトレーニングを選んでみましょう。こちらがトレーニングの種類です。それぞれ成長させられる能力が異なります。試しにスピードを選んでみましょう。
Uh-huh. Okay, so again, stats go up. This is understandable.
やってやるわ。
Energy went down by 18. Right, okay, there's a limited amount. The girl only has a limited amount of energy in order to do training each day, obviously, and so this limits our decision making. Number go up, horse girl run better. Yes. That seems to be it.
順調にトレーニングできているようだな。理事長。
G for glue. G is bad. You don't want G stats. G is for glue. That's bad. Guaranteed failure.
様子を見に来たのだが、感心。立派に馬娘を支えられているな。はい。この調子で担当馬娘をどんどん成長させてあげましょう。
Thank you, ladies. We're trying to get we're trying to get over the really odd connotations a lot of this shit has, but again, horse girl go run. That's it. We're trying to look over all of this weird shit here. There's a lot of it. One day, as I'm rounding a corner, is this the part where I get hit, by a fast-running horse girl and nearly have a heart attack? Yep. Wait, I've been here before. Hang on. Wait, hang on. I've got a heart condition. There's my arrhythmia. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm dead. You don't have twin tails though. It doesn't count. Aha. A promise.
Hi.
Okay.
ありがとうございます。
No running in the halls, even though running is all you fucking do. Oh god. Oh god. Mr. President, I regret to inform you a second horse girl has hit the hit the disabled man with a heart condition. Ah! I'm dying! Zeta horns! Eureka, I got an idea. This could be useful for Scarlet's training. How? I'm dead! This contributed to Scarlet's growth. Again, very cute overall everything. Okay, it looks like you had a conversation with one of the support Umamasume. Okay, so that somehow gave me an idea, which then proceeded to increase the girl's stats that were actually training. So press the gold button, yes? Press gold button, stat go up. Okay.
頑張ってください。
Every single encounter is a precious experience. Be sure to make use of them while training. Oh, okay. Incidentally, the academy is a big place, so you'll have a chance of meeting individuals who weren't included in your support card deck. Okay, so there are random encounters that may or may not increase the stats of, the girl that we're training. However, I will note that the fully voiced, scenes have abruptly stopped, and I am now forced to read things. Even though it's Japanese, so I can't really understand it, so I'm basically just reading things with my eyes anyway, but it works out for the audience that I don't have to repeat what the Japanese girls are saying. That's odd, but okay. Generally speaking, it does look like they have to stop at some point, but this is the tutorial. You would expect at least the tutorial to be fully voiced, right? Eh?
次に育成ウマ娘の体力についてご説明いたしますね。まずは先ほどと同じくトレーニングを選んでみましょう。
Okay.
こちらの失敗率にご注目ください。
Okay.
残り体力が少ないほど失敗率は高くなってしまいます。
I see.
トレーニングに失敗すると能力ややる気が下がってしまいますのでご注意くださいね。
Drops in attributes. Okay, so... Okay, so there's a little bit of gambling, dare I say, in this. So, Okay, so obviously the whole point is just to increase the girl's stats as much as possible. But then, of course, by training her too hard, i.e. trying to min-max too hard, you may fuck up and you may decrease her stats, in addition to raising them. Or rather, I'm guessing you don't gain any stats when you fail. So, Okay.
体力が減っている時にはウマ娘をお休みさせて
ああ。
体力を回復しましょう。あら？
Sleep. Did I get relaxation time? I suppose, yes, but I've been streaming, like, nearly constantly for 2 months. So, maybe I need a break? I'm completely refreshed, obviously. Every model student knows how to switch gears between work and play. Yeah, enjoy that while it lasts. When you're actually an adult, that's gonna be kind of hard. Uh-huh. Decision to race, be sure to always check your skills. Yes, allow me to grant you some skill points for this special occasion. Umu, yeah. Yeah. Yep, well, this is a Japanese idol game. Of course we're cranking out all of the Japanese girl noises. Okay, skill points can be acquired various times during your career playthrough. Skill points went up by 198. Ah, okay. So what do we do with the skill
ま
points?
ずこちらのスキルを選びましょう。次に覚えるスキルを選んでください。先ほどのスキルポイントを使用します。
Okay.
今回はこちらのスキルを習得しましょう。
Slightly decrease fatigue mid-race.
スキルはレースに勝つための大切な要素です。スキルコマンドはターンを消費しませんので、こまめに習得させてあげましょう。
Okay, so obviously we want all of the girls' unique skills to be active when they, run the race, so that they can be tripped and increase the odds of her winning said race. Got it.
同意。手に入れたスキルポイントも使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。ぜひウマ娘の能力や出走するレースに合ったスキルを選んでやってくれ。
All of them.
では戻りましょう。
I am not allowed to select anything else.
これで準備は整いました。レースに出走しましょう。
And now race.
出走できるレースがある場合、リストに表示されますよ。
Okay. Okay, so turf, medium. Okay, right. So obviously there's short, long, medium, and long, and then probably turf, then dirt, and stuff like that. So,
今回はこちらのレースに出走しましょう。
Also, I did I'm seeing what's going on here. Okay. Your debut.
よし。私が一番。ここはパドックと言います。レース出走前のウマ娘たちが登場し、ファンに向けてアピールをしていますね。
Okay.
注目。パドックでは出走直前にさまざまなことが確認できるぞ。詳しくは手綱説明を頼む。お任せください。パドックではレースに出走するウマ娘の能力や人気などが確認できますよ。まずは予想印について説明しますね。印は二重丸、黒三角、白三角の順で高い評価を表します。
Okay, so terrible, mediocre, good, perfect. I get you. Okay, now we're throwing fucking symbols at us, man. Again, the concept of this game is very simple. It's just that they have a ton of variables around to fuck with it, which is about the only thing you would actually, you could do. So again, we watch horse girls run around at a track, and random RNG bullshit makes them go faster or slower. So, but as we can see here, as we go through the tutorial, there is a ton of shit that affects this random variable of go fast or go slow. So, they've done an amazing amount of, work here to make it at least... It's lying to you effectively, because there's so much shit that can affect it, it's almost not random. But it is. Glue plus. You don't shape up, Scarlet. That's where you're going.
3つの印は専門家たちの予想を示し、人気はファンの方たちみんなの予想になります。
Okay, top right symbols represent expert predictions, while popularity is representative of fan opinion. Okay, so I'm assuming it's up here. Okay, so... Huh. Okay, so these are judges. And this is fans.
能力ややる気が高ければ高いほど期待が集まり、ウマ娘の人気は高くなりやすいですよ。
Uh-huh.
もちろん必ず勝てるというわけではありませんが、やはり人気が高いほどいい結果は期待できますよ。
Ah, yes, you better do good, or else.
また、パドックではウマ娘の作戦を変更することもできますよ。
Okay.
作戦はウマ娘の得意なものを選ぶと良いでしょう。
Okay, so we select a position that well, they... Right, okay, so... Huh. Okay, so more or less we set a pace for them to sit at for the vast majority of the race, and the idea is that you're in the front the entire fucking time, or you're just kind of hanging around and then you just start running really fast at the end there to just kind of win. So,
これで準備は整いました。さあ、いよいよレース出走です。
Also, Goon, I don't think you're prepared for the level of autism you're exposing yourself to in this fandom in combination of the horse girl, the hobbyists, and weebs. I kind of understand what's going on here, though, but it's a very complicated game from, you know, stats manipulation, obviously. But yeah, no, this is an Idolmaster game. This is an Idolmaster game, but it's NASCAR. Without the cars. This is an Idolmaster game where all the idols run around and make left turns. I understand how this goes, but waifu wars are probably very, you know, hot and violent. So that's the horse game. It seems like a nice spectacle. There's not much game here, obviously, but it's a mobile game, so what do you expect? It's a management simulator, which is what most gacha games are anyway, but it does look like, in terms of the spectacle, the spectacle you get out of the management simulator game this time does appear very, like, top-notch here, and it also is running beautifully on PC so far. No crashes, stable frame rate, wonderful animation. It's just kind of goofy in how, you know, how ham-fisted it's going with, it's an Idolmaster game, and a game about horses, you know, horse girls who race, and a high school anime, and whatever the fuck else is going on. So far, this is nice, as, you know, if you want this sort of management sim. It definitely looks like there's a lot to do here. I'm not quite sure of how detailed or how, you know, I'm not sure of all the things that you can do, obviously, since we just started. However, this does look like it's got a modest amount of gameplay in terms of stat manipulation, and a very nice spectacle payoff for, you know, manipulating the stats and making cute girl go fast. Speaking of which... if you have anime girls in NASCAR, I would watch that race. Anime Girl Speed Racer at that point. Which, hey, I'd watch that. Cross not. And okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
行くわよ。
Pekora, I need you to sponsor a car. Nope, she's book solid by Hideo Kojima, Tomcat.
晴れ渡る空の下行われる京都レース場芝2000メイクデビュー9人の
Bit of screen tearing there. I wonder if I could turn on these things.
7番2番人気を紹介しましょう。5番さあ今日の主役はこの馬娘を置いて他にいない。1番人気ダイワスターレット。火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。
Oh no, that girl's obviously a main character. Oh no! Whatever shall we do, other racers? Wow, Jesus Christ, her design is so fucking loud you can't really tell. You can't, you could really tell who's the main character here. Yeah, Tsundere Dick Dastardly who tries to sabotage every single fucking race. It's Idolmaster, but it's NASCAR, but it's fucking wacky racer. That actually would be good. Okay. This is us, by the way, so we're number 3. Looks like our chosen position was basically to let somebody else try and keep the lead and wear themselves out the entire time. You're going to win, right? Yep. There we go. Later, nerds! Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting to happen. At the last 5 seconds. Later, nerds! Gone. Okay. The cocaine kicked it. Yep, Vita kicked it. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, mm-hmm. But since you're in the middle of the tutorial, we're gonna skip the idle nonsense, because there's still a lot to go over. Okay. Uh-huh. Good job, Scarlet. Uh-huh. Watashi wa number 1. Yes, 1. Yes. A horse destined to be king. What you're after will differ depending on the Umamasume. Please help your trainees reach their goals during their career. Obviously, it's kind of the whole point. I see. Yes, Zaz. Did you see the bot capital ship in the Helldives channel? No, I didn't, but I did see the Hulks with jetpacks. Horrifying. Okay, I can't use any of the other skill points, they won't let me. Uh-huh. Increase stat! Okay. Uh-huh.
一応俺言っておくわ。
F.
どうも。
Well, it's not G. Congratulations. Uh-huh. I don't know what these are. Those look important.
お疲れ様でした。研修は以上です。
The tutorial is finally over.
他に不明な点や疑問などございましたら、I ボタンから見られる Tips やヘルプをご確認くださいね。さて、トレーナーさん。
Ask her what a preferred position is. God damn it, Zaz. God. Again, Zaz, you just showed up. Don't loot the horse girls. The yaks will break your legs. You think all of these girls are just normal high school students? No, they're all from yak families. Don't fuck with the mob.
これからは担当ウマ娘と二人三脚でトレーニングや学園での日々を過ごし、
Uh-huh.
トゥインクルシリーズのレースに挑戦。そしてウマ娘たちの夢を叶えてあげてください。トレーナーさんとウマ娘のご活躍、私も楽しみにしておりますね。
Goon, the mob doesn't exist and everyone knows. Yes, it's not a mob, it's all legitimate businessmen. Sorry. Intro! Zaz, don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Brain off. Only horse girl. Who are also new types, apparently. And they also drag around, like, gigantic dump truck tires for training. Yeah, it's an Idolmaster game. You thought it, if you didn't think it was an Idolmaster game, it's an Idolmaster game. Okay, we're finally out of the fucking tutorial, and that means we get an honest roll at the gacha. When, you know, they stop forcing us to click on things.
育成ウマ娘やサポートカードの強化、育成完了後の殿堂入りウマ娘たちはこちらで管理できます。
Okay.
手に入れたウマ娘やサポートカードをこちらで強化してから育成を始めるとより良い結果が得られますよ。なお、強化素材は主にレースで獲得することができます。
Of course.
殿堂入りしたウマ娘たちはレースで活躍させてあげましょう。デイリーレースではマニーやサポートカードを獲得できます。
Monies. Monies. Yes, the monies, please. More monies, yes, please. Please, money. Give monies, please. Okay, that's what they're calling the currency. Fine. Okay. We had to accept a lot of things to get this far, so fine. Okay? Frankly, a lot of this rides on it just being cute and saying, "Don't worry about it." That's what a lot of this is. It's entertaining, undeniably entertaining, but man, it gets really goofy if you start staring at it like too hard. But I suppose that's also part of the spectacle in a way, where it throws something really odd at you really fast and then just starts walking away and never really answers or elaborates on any of that shit.
一日に出走できる回数には限りがあるので、毎日忘れず出走しましょう。
Okay, so dailies.
殿堂入り馬娘たちでチームを結成して挑戦するチーム競技場にもご案内いたしますね。
Okay. Form a team of veteran Umamasume and compete against teams from all over the world. It's PvP. You'll move up in class according to how well you do. Once a week, you'll be awarded according to the class you're in. It's PvP. It's indirect PvP. Achieve excellent race results and record your high score. Every week, the class you're in will change based on your high score. It's... Bring up to 15 Umamasume to compete in 5 different races. Team trials, 5 races with different conditions are held at a time. As your class increases, the number of Umamasume that can participate per race will increase, up to a maximum of 15. Form a powerful team and challenge the team trial. Well, at that point, what the fuck are we doing? What do you mean team? We just own the whole race at that point. Raise a support card level to get support bonuses. When you raise your support cards to a certain level, they will contribute to your support bonus, which increases your team's score in team trials. Try to increase the level of as many support cards as you can. Okay, so it's kind of like what is it? What is it? I can't remember the support card name from FGO. Huh. It's 15 versus 15. That's a lot of goddamn horses.
チーム競技場では他のトレーナーさんが育て上げた馬娘たちのチームと対戦ができます。では早速トレーナーさんも先ほど育成した殿堂入り馬娘でチームを編成してみましょう。
But if they, if they finish their careers, why are they here? Create an original team. Build a team of veteran Umamasume to compete in 5 races over different distances and surfaces. And substances. Yes. Who could do this line of coke faster? The real race. Be sure to choose runners with the right aptitudes for the job. The score of your team ace earns for each race will increase by 1.1. Huh. I guess as a leader spot? Dude, the tutorial, it's not over yet? No, because now they're telling us how we do dailies in PvP. Right, okay. If you form a team strong enough, or you form a team of strong veteran Umamasume, your team rating and team rank will increase. You can also obtain rewards as your team rank rises. In team trials, you will play against opponents with a similar team rating to you. The more you win against teams with a high team rating, the easier it will be to obtain a higher score. Form a strong team and conquer the team trials. Okay. Again, it's PvP. You get points for winning at PvP. It's probably a far more elaborate version of the PvP from Blue Archive.
馬娘たちにはそれぞれ得意な距離や馬場があります。馬娘たちの適性に合わせてチーム編成を行うのがコツですよ。
As I figured, because I saw the stats for like dirt and turf, and for short, medium, and long, and I figured, yeah,
なお、より良い殿堂入り馬娘を編成していくことでチームランクが上がります。強い馬娘を育てチームランクをどんどん上げていきましょう。トレーナーさんの腕の見せ所ですね。
okay.
ダイワスカーレット、行くわよ。
I am still in the fucking tutorial. Uh-huh.
育成してレース出走の流れが強い馬娘を育てるための鍵です。しっかり覚えていてくださいね。
Yes, as I'm starting to see here, this is one hell of a gameplay loop to increase the stats. So, at least, even if it's very simple, it can be boiled down to make stats go up, horse girl go faster. There's enough complexity here to this so it's not exactly brain dead. We're not, like, running auto missions in Girls Frontline 1. So, like, for spare parts to break down into resources or, like, dupes and things like that. So at least it's an involved and detailed gameplay loop for what it is, and again, the presentation is stellar. I just wish I was out of the fucking tutorial! So I could flop around and barely remember everything in the tutorial. Spend an hour. Who the fuck is this new girl? Uh-huh. Alright, now we're getting literally everything. Okay, so now we're getting the pre-registration bonus stuff, and even though I didn't actually pre-register. Uh-huh, daily login bonus. Alright, it's the same. Okay, we've done this a million times before. Boy, I'm terrible at actually sticking with any gacha, but man, we've done this we've done this a million times. Log in, get more stuff. Log in again, get more stuff. First day login bonus, pre-registration bonus. Rewards for, like, follows on Twitter and Facebook. It is happening again. Okay, you've unlocked a new main story episode. Okay, so I can relive the tutorial? Oh. Huh. Okay. Now, what do those do? I feel like I'm not out of the tutorial yet. Okay, so hang on here. We've got oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's a lot of premium currency, obviously. Yeah, Monies. Yes, monies. Alarm clocks? What the fuck do those do? Meth to keep us going as we try to actually complete the game and run out of energy. Right, we can select a 3-star that we want, but we're not gonna use that immediately. Because we're leaving it up to fate, remember? It's not fucking special if it's not actually decided by the dice. Even though it looks like this game just lets you have your waifu and that's it. Or at least from the head start here. Okay, so. What else is going on here? Yeah, Trisen Academy, where we are nothing but tutorials. Ma'am, we're gonna try as soon as we actually get out of the tutorials. Ma'am, am I an instructor here, or am I the only male student here?
君と、そして何より君の担当馬娘のため励んでくれたまえ。
Again, we're going through the motions of every gacha game, but the presentation here is stellar. You can't really get around it. We are doing literally everything we've done a million times with every gacha game, but it's so well nicely presented and refined here. Granted, we'll see about how it works with a gameplay flow and a gameplay loop overall, because there's, Jesus Christ, a lot of shit going on here. But at the end of the day, it's at least very nice to look at. Okay, more carrots. Carrots.
春眠暁を覚えずなんて言うけど
Okay, it would appear that literally everything is done.
ボケてる暇なんてない。
1 per day, 50 paid. But I don't have any paid. You've just given me a bunch of free ones. All right, where's the normal one? Okay, is that the normal? Okay, guaranteed. SSR guaranteed. That's for 1,500. But no, that's not Fate. Okay, you can get another one for paying. Okay, and that's support again. All right. Pull the lever, Fondo. Yes, and we're gonna pull the lever first on the normal pull because it's not fucking special if we don't leave it to chance. But as you can see here, they're being very generous about giving you the 3-star girls. But at the end of the day, yeah, sure, you could play this for your specific waifu, and they even gave you a ticket so you can fucking pick one if you don't get one. So you could just, like, if I happen to get, you know, one that I'm stuck with that's not very good, I could always just pick. Like, I got a guaranteed 3-star, and then I've got a ticket that can actually, you know, let me choose which meta girl that I want if I want to play like that. So they're at least being very nice about that, even though that's kind of against the entire idea of this entire affair, honestly. Yes, it's a slot machine and, you know, a horror casino, but at the end of the day, you let the dice decide which whore you're spending the night with, because it's special then. It's fate! Some people just don't understand, but whatever. Now! Alright, folks, how should we do this? The very simple way of doing this is highest ranked girl out of the first poll is waifu. It's a slot machine you can cheat with. I mean, at least they're very nice, but yeah, that's nice, but come on now. We have to leave it all up to fate or it's not fucking special. So guys, what do you think? What are any special rules or connotations that we can have on this? Tokai is close enough to Takao. I choose her. Hey, wait a minute. That's my... 3 polls and a poll. Ah! That would be something. Though I don't think I can actually set a poll of anything but on, Twitch. So that's gonna be on Twitch. Okay, so we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote. Okay? We will vote. And if it doesn't matter if it's just, 1 stars. If the audience demands it, so shall it be. Democracy at its finest. Straw poll it. Okay, so I have to actually go off and actually do that, but that seems like a good way of doing that. Okay. Okay, so I'm still gonna be trending on the side that, my favorite's gonna be the first, highest ranked girl that we pick, that we pull out of this, but 3 rolls and a poll. We shall do this. But, alright, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's spin the wheel! Oh god, a blue archive roll right out of the gate! Oh god! Ah, Arona, what the fuck? No, it's all 1 stars and a 2-star. Fuck you, Sensei. Ah! All right, well, who's our gold then? Min roll shit. Min roll type shit. Huh? King Halo. Okay. Where's her Halo crossover? That is an incredibly long and really hard to pronounce name. Dupes. Super Creek. Okay, that's our first 2-star. Okay. She looks kind of normal, all things considered. But we're doing 3 rolls. Okay. So, we're doing 3 rolls of this. Our first one on the board here that isn't a 1-star is Super Creek. Malevolon. Oh god. Oh god, I hadn't picked up on that one. Okay, so her running name if she gets chosen is Malevolon. Yep. Understandable. Yep, right. No, that'll work fine. All right. Let's spin it again. We've been debated. That's a 3-star probably. Actually, it's just 2, so, Hey, that's actually a nice song. I know that song. Hey, wait a minute. She's obviously a really, Chunibyo, luchador there, but hey, wait a minute. I know that song. That's a nice fucking song. Halo. Come on now, stop being an attention whore. Oh. Huh. The gloomy one. Why is the student pulling a knife on me? Oh. Well, there's Top Gun. Okay, so we got a 3-star. Rice. Okay. Yeah, but Creek, though. Well, Super Creek was the first, and then she gets, weighted as the first here, and obviously everyone's gonna run to the 3 stars and do nothing but the 3 stars. So a 2-star is, a more, a more noble choice and not just running pure for stats. But, okay, our first 3-star was the Gloomy Girl, who pulled a knife on us. Is this the fated encounter? No, I'm being robbed. No, this is not a fated encounter, I'm just being robbed. Ah. So can you earn pulls without paying more for the gacha? I believe you can. It looks like the game being this nice probably will let you do that. Not a min roll, at least. Yeah. Another Condor dude. Really trying there. Uh-huh. Brass Wonder. And Top Gun again. Oops, all dupes. Alright, so... Well, folks, now what? Okay, so how the fuck should we handle this? Ah, achievement. Okay, so... How the fuck do we handle this? Okay.
あらトレーナーさん よくいらっしゃいましたね。
I'm assuming Archive will get me a list of them.
歓迎。ここではウマ娘の育成に関するさまざまな記録を名鑑に保管している。
Roll the SSR one, I guess? Ah, right, wild card, I guess.
例えば彼女たちと過ごした日常や共に励んだトレーニングの日々であったり、より多くの思い出を重ねることで名鑑のレベルも上がっていく。なおレベルに応じた報酬も用意してあるので存分に励むと良い。
It's all training and raising levels with these people.
名鑑の管理は私が任されております。何かありましたら私に言ってくださいね。報酬も手綱に預けてあるので彼女から受け取ってほしい。私からは以上だ。ぜひ素敵な思い出作りにチャレンジしてくださいね。素晴らしい名鑑が出来上がるのを私も楽しみに待っているぞ。はあははは。
Yes, the amazing archive. Yes, a blue archive, if you will. Right, okay. Collect records related to Umamasume to increase the Umamasume archive level. You could accumulate archive experience by viewing stories and obtaining rating records. Increasing the archive level also earns you rewards. Okay, understandable. But I was hoping for you to get Hishi, as it would probably be your favorite. Now, why do you say that, Silver?
おめでとうございます。名鑑レベルが上がりましたね。
Okay, so, right, so I suppose since we do have enough carrots for it, we should roll the 3-star gacha as a wild card choice, since we're not doing it, since we have abandoned first roll waifu rules here and we're going to vote on this. Okay, that's, wait a minute, that's paid. Oh. Oh. That's pay. I didn't see that. Wait, why are there two? Why are there two? What the fuck? Why do you need two? Well, we can always pick her with the ticket. Girl and support? Well, I suppose we could, we do the themed one here. Then again, I don't think we have enough for support then. We could have done SSR guaranteed pull. No. Don't roll for support. What do you mean don't roll for support? What do you want me to do, guys? We gotta find the wife first. The wife TM. Well, we could do that, but okay, so, the audience has recommended me Kishi. Okay, well, we've got this funny ticket here. Nope, not that. Ah, my title, yes. We got this funny ticket over here. Choice from the list here. Now, how do I use said ticket? What do we do? No. This item cannot be converted. Well, how do we use the funny ticket then? How do we use the ticket then? Now, wait a moment. Scout. Okay. Am I missing something in the inventory by not looking hard enough? Or rather, in the interface here. Oh, exchange lineup. But, no? How do we use the ticket, though, guys? Well, this is rather silly. They gave us a new... They gave us a ticket that guarantees a 3-star, and they didn't explain how to use it. What about over here? Hmm?
お知らせが届いてるわね。忘れずチェック。達成。確認を忘れずにな。
No?
エアグルーヴ先輩ってちょっとおっかないけど、あの隙のなさは憧れるわ。
Crap shop. Wait a minute, hold on.
いらっしゃいませ。
Aha!
どうぞごゆっくりご覧ください。
I have found the vending machine! Okay. Now, who are we looking for exactly here? McQueen. Ishii, who probably isn't a 3-star, or not a 3-star on the list. Yep, I guess not. Well, I guess we'll just hold this in reserve then, because, well, eh. Okay, so how exactly should we do this here? Okay, we have to... See, this is kind of silly here, because... Okay, so how do I see exactly how many fucking horse girls I have? Where's the one free on the scout tab? Well, I suppose we should roll to get rid of that, I guess, since we're doing voting here. This one. But, wait, but, no, that's not that. Oh. It's a single pull, but it's a double pull? It's free! Ah, yes, that girl with the incomprehensibly long name. And that was it. That was the free girl. Okay, I suppose this is a good way of actually checking which girls we fucking have. However, it doesn't state all of their names, so this is rather annoying. Hang on, okay. So, what if we go to career? Adorable. Okay, so now we can actually select them. So how the fuck... Should we just do all of them, then? Though granted, we have to... We have to figure out exactly which ones are... I think I remember which ones we didn't get in the tutorial, I think. Twitch, no, I'm making a straw poll. Okay, I guess we just go down the list here and just select all of them, and everybody votes on whichever one we want. No, Twitch broke. How did Twitch break? Now, how did you manage that? OBS is broadcasting fine. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, are we just doing, well, Rice Shower and all of the 2 stars for our pick here, or are we including all of the 1-star girls? I'm not allowed to watch horse. Well, they're here just because I cared. Oh, come on. Now of all times? Good lord. Well, we'll wait for the results. Hold on, folks. We're not doing anything right now, so it can go up and down if it wants. I'm not even gonna attempt to say that. Please don't pick her, so I have to keep trying to say that name. Okay, right.